That's okay. It looks like the broadcast was deleted on Facebook. Fuck. Oh dear. No, it's saying, so where am I live to? Let me see what is happening. Okay, pardon that little swear word. If I don't know what's happened, because I've got a message to say Facebook has deleted me. And yet it's saying I'm live, so I'm not quite sure. It's deleted me in there. Oh, so Danielle, are you still here? If anyone is watching, can you say hello, please? Now I don't know. It's saying that it's not on the screen. Looks like this broadcast trying to create it, or just remove this desk and then re-add it. All right. Well, just let me see if I can do that. Bear with me. Oh, you're still here, Danielle. So where are you watching from, please? Can you tell us that? Because I'm looking at the Wisdom Group and I can't see that it's in here. So yes, you are still here. Can you go into our group at all and have a look? Your groups. Let me see. See, I can't see that this is in our group. So where are you watching from? I'll just see if it's on my the joys of
Which group
technology.
are we talking?
I'm actually live on my I'm live on my personal page. So what I might do is share it to the group. I don't know if watch from my personal page. Or our oil group. So I'm going to share that to there and see if that from your page. Thank you, darling. Sorry, I've been head down. So I'm streaming live to a few different places. I should be streaming live to my personal page and my YouTube channel. So welcome to each and every one of you who has joined. Thank you, Danielle. That's wonderful. So I'm hoping that this will be streaming live into our group as well. Let me just check your groups. Let me just see and see if it is. Yes. So it looks like I am streaming into our group as well. So just turn the volume off. So welcome, Danielle, and welcome anybody else who is joining us. Please say hello in the comments if you are joining us, and tell us, do you know much about wellness oils? Tell us about your oil journey, and tell us how you're feeling today. Do you feel like you could do with what I need is a good dose of Valor right now? And I'm looking, who's moved my Valor? No, what I'm going to do is put my release on so that I can just release that little bit of tension that you have before you go live when things aren't going according to plan. So I'm going to now share my screen, but welcome, Tiffy. Sorry, I'm in this buzz of, oh my God, how do we get this all set up? And I can see you're still getting things working. How are you, Tiffy? Good morning.
I'm well today. It's a nice, beautiful day here in South Australia. Rainy, but still beautiful.
Oh, nice. So it is sunny here in Tasmania, well, where I am. So, oh no, hang on. So I'm going to pick up this. This is all new to me, so you're going to have to be a little bit patient. And let's see if we can see what is going on here. So looks like I'm going to be swapping between screens And I might rely on you, Tiffy, to follow the comments when I go to move things forward. So this is an amazing collection that Young Living has. Now, here is my little collection here, and Tiffy's going to show that she's got one too. We love these because we can just pick them up and walk out the door, and you've got a selection inside of 10 oils. So I'm going to let Tiffy do the demonstration while I'm doing the talking. Good morning, Elaine. How are you, darling? I hope you find this one helpful. Thank you for joining. So, why would we want some wellness oils in our household? Let me know in the comments if you can tell me why you would like some wellness oils. And I'm going to list a few things, a few reasons why I love our wellness oil collection. I love them because they give me natural options to support my happy, healthy body. Now, when you have a pure essential oil like we do with Young Living, we have beautiful options to look after our bodies naturally. And that more and more as time goes on, people are looking for natural solutions for their health and well-being. Now, let me know in the comments, is that you? Because when we go to something natural, it's going to work in harmony with our body rather than going against the grain of the harmony with our body. Now, I'm going to go through the oils in our wellness collection and let you know we're going to look at each and every one of these. Now, I've got my little video going. I don't know how, or maybe I can click. I've just set something up. This is all new to me. So why is this not clicking? Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's look at Bergamot. And I'm not sure how much of this you can read, and you can't read the bottom part. So that's okay. I will read the bottom part for you. This is all such a new format for me. So anyway, here we go. Bergamot. So Bergamot has so many uses that have been used traditionally in aromatherapy. So I'm going to talk to you about the uses. Let's look at all the uses. It can be used to decrease the symptoms of indigestion. And how would you use it? You would pop a little drop on your tummy. You can get some carrier oil and add some bergamot and pop it on your tummy. And the same for all of these. You could get just a little drop of carrier oil and add the essential oil to the carrier oil. So I would be putting the bergamot on my tummy. And also, Tiff and I are all around intentions. What are your intentions? So if you had a sore tummy, you could be thinking, oh, my tummy is feeling much better. Gary Young used to talk about how the essential oils have an intelligence. So they're quite smart things, and they actually work alongside what we're thinking, amplifies the ability of the oils to magnify their effects. So if you could also add a little bit to a sore throat or throat infections. So I would be rubbing the bergamot on my neck, and you could even, another place would be for rubbing on your chest if you have a lot of upper respiratory infections, or not a lot of, if you're experiencing one. I know, look, I'm hearing more and more at the moment of people who, I was in a shop the other day and there was someone who said, oh, I've had this terrible chest infection. Now, I wouldn't mind $10 for every time I've heard that lately, or even $1. And I know I'd have more money in my pocket now than I had in the past. So it can also be used. So when you've got these things at home, it may mean you don't have to rush off to the chemist, or it may mean you can just stay home and look after yourself. So what about if you've got young kids? You could use it as an antiseptic for mild cuts and bruises and abrasions, and minor wounds, burns, scratches. So you would, same thing, you would pop a little drop on, and or even around the outside of the area if you weren't game to put it right on. What about stress and mild anxiety? Now, Tiff and I are on weekly shows, and we see. Put it right on. Whoops.
What about stress and
we are hearing so many people jump onto our lives, and they say to us, what have you got for anxiety? And, often, they talk about feeling stressed. Well, traditionally,
Probably
it's
the most common question that we get, definitely.
exactly. And so wouldn't it be a good idea if you had some bergamot to use? Now, bergamot is cold pressed from the rind of the fruit. And there's some beautiful things in there because all the citrus oils need the sun in order to ripen. They actually hold the energy of the sun. And now when we go out in the sun, we become revitalized. We feel happier. Like today, the sun's shining here, and I got up feeling a whole lot more upbeat than I might have if it was raining and cold, and I felt like I want to contract. So if you are in the rain and the cold, bergamot could well be your friend. It's traditionally been used in aromatherapy to relieve and reduce body temperature and fever. So if you've got little ones or yourself, you're feeling, a little bit overheated, you could grab your bergamot. And it's also recommended to induce, or has been used to induce sleep and support sleep patterns. And I think that is because you could be feeling a lot happier if you're using this uplifting bergamot. So, and the emotional value from bergamot in a nutshell is like release the fear of the unknown, or that fear of that tentativeness of moving into a new phase of your life or taking on new things. So Tiffy, is there something you might use this oil for in your family because you've got young children, or would you like to add anything to the bergamot?
Um, I use it a lot for, calming reasons and stuff like that. I also find it a really good base in, like, if I'm creating blends and stuff like that for my diffuser. I really enjoy including that for like beautiful, uplifting, earthy type tone. But mostly I would use it in a foot massage with a couple of other oils that we'll go through later, for my kids to help sleep, or for myself to help have a good night's sleep, because that's one of the things we struggle here. I've got one on one schedule, one on another, and me somewhere in the middle struggling with it all. So yeah, I absolutely find it useful to incorporate it in like a foot massage at bedtime with my little ones.
Fantastic. All right, now bear with me while I move on to the next oil. And this seems to be taking a lot longer to move to the next one than I thought it would. And I thought I had set it up that I can just click and move to the next oil. Okay, so that worked. So let's look at cedarwood oil. So cedarwood oil is, it has been traditional. It's a tree oil for a start, so it's going to be uplifting, it's going to be empowering, strengthening, and calming. So traditionally, it's been used in aromatherapy to relieve fatigue. And you're right.
Sorry, yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. To relieve fatigue and feelings of weakness. Oh, now it's moved on too quick. I think I've got 30 seconds to talk or something. Anyway, we'll see how we go. I thought I had stopped it there. So as an expectorant to clear respiratory tract mucus. So once again, you could pop a bit on your hand and use a little bit of carrier oil with it. You could put it all around, the areas where you feel like you're kind of clogged up. It has also been traditionally used to decrease symptoms of stress. Well, pick me. We all have stress. Let's know if you have stress in your life and if you think this would be a great oil for you. It also aids it's been used to aid the body to cope with environmental stress. So, stress of too many things going on in your world, or EMFs, things like that. I'm assuming that's what they're talking about, environmental stress or toxins, things like that. It's also been used to support a healthy stress response to the body. So it's all around stress and calming and it's been used to relieve mild tissue edema and as an antiseptic for minor cuts and abrasions. So you could dab a little bit on with some carrier oil and look after those little things that your kids, if they fall over or something, or if you've, done something to yourself, you can grab your cedarwood oil. It's quite a thick oil. It's a great one to put on your big toe to support those feelings of overload. And if you want to have that emotional feeling of the warming and relaxing feeling, particularly before you go to bed, you could apply some cedarwood oil around your big toe, or just generally, excuse me, just generally on your feet. Now, Tiffy, have you got anything to add to that one?
I love cedarwood. That's one I actually grab quite often. It's another one I use in the bedtime blends that I mentioned just previously. Yeah, I think you pretty much covered it though. It's great just for stress relief. As you saw, I just had a sniff. I like to dab it across my forehead as well and like touch my neck. It's just so calming. You really take like that strong strength of a tree, I guess, when I'm
Absolutely.
rooted and I'm strong, and not even the wind can shake me.
I love that. Excellent. So now we have Clary Sage. Now, this one is a beautiful one emotionally for stilling and calming the mind. Now, that I can relate to. Women love Clary Sage. It's a very popular with women. And look at this, traditionally used in aromatherapy to regulate a healthy menstrual cycle. So why wouldn't women be reaching for Clary Sage? It's also a great one to promote menstrual flow. Whoops, we're going to go back. Whoops, where are we? Here we go. Also, so for all those women things, it's been used for menstrual cramps and pain, to relieve fatigue and feelings of weakness, as an antispasmodic, to decrease excessive sweating, and to reduce loss of appetite, to maintain a healthy appetite, to reduce flatulence, and to help reduce symptoms and occurrence of indigestion, to relieve nasal congestion, and as an expectorant to clear the respiratory tract mucus. So many uses. And just,
Hello, Holly. Thanks for coming in.
hey, Holly, how are you, darling? So, Clary Sage, definitely one for the girls, and it's actually in a lot of our beautiful blends for the women. So we have sclerescence, progescence, lady sclerol. We have different beautiful combinations for women, and they include the Clary Sage. So we know that if you are needing some support in those women, monthly cycles, Clary Sage is a great one to have in your collection. Tiffy, have you got anything else to add to Clary Sage?
Clary Sage, yeah, I use that one across my the back of my hips, or in my tummy button, or across my C-section scar quite frequently, because I do have sometimes struggle with my cycle, and I honestly find it just the biggest relief. It's the first thing I reach for.
Oh, that's fantastic. So I wish I knew about these oils. I always say this. I wish I knew about these oils when I was younger and going through those roller coasters of those monthly cycles, because I could actually talk to you about what it helps, how helpful they are. But as I've got older, I love the other beautiful blends. Now, here we have lavender oil. We call this one the Swiss Army knife of oils. And it's been traditionally used in aromatherapy for so many reasons. And I'm going to list these reasons. To decrease the symptoms and duration of headaches. Well, is that a good one to have in your cupboard for that sort of support? I would definitely say yes. To decrease the colic, wind, gas, or pain. So even if you had little young children, you could get your lavender and dilute it well for young children, and you could put it on the bottom of their feet, or you could pop a little bit on their tummy, or just add a drop or two. So, yes, sorry.
So, Holly, that was Clary Sage. So Sage is the second part of the name there. She's just
Ah,
asking for the name there.
okay. Yes, Clary Sage. So it's also been traditionally used to promote energy levels and toothaches, analgesic to relieve pain, to relieve mild nerve pain. And that's a lot of people come to me saying, Kay, I've got nerve issues. What oil would I be looking for those kind of times? So if you've got nerve pain, you could give your lavender a go. What about mild joint aches and pains? You could reach out for your lavender again and give yourself a nice massage to decrease mild rheumatic aches and pains. So that's another thing. A lot of people have experiences, with rheumatic situations, and mild muscle spasms. So, once again, it's a great oil to add to your massage combination, or muscle strain, digestive spasms. So anything that's got us feeling tight and tense, to reduce abdominal spasm, those big long words, and as an antispasmodic to reduce the symptoms of stress. So a lot of people go, oh, I love lavender, because it just, it's like one of the chill out oils. And I find it's very good if you feel fragmented, if you've got a lot going on and you feel like you're sort of not feeling whole and complete, you can grab your lavender and it will just bring you back to a state of gathering all your energy back together. Stress, mild anxiety, nervous system relaxant to calm the nerve, and as an antiseptic for minor cuts and abrasions. So once again, you could pop it some on with a little bit of carrier oil and put it on any, if your kids have fallen over or something like that. Tiffy, do you use lavender very much?
So much, so much. Once again, it's one that I include in the sleepy blend for my children. I have one that I use for them and then one for I use for myself. Lavender goes into our bath salts. I use it in the hot tub sometimes even. I send it to my partner as a boilermaker, so he works, with hot things quite often. I always make sure to send him with it. For I know it doesn't say that there, but I've used it on burns. I actually burnt myself quite badly less than a week ago. I messaged you about it, I believe. It was about a week ago. I accidentally lent the oven tray on my bare belly and I've been putting lavender on it and it is almost gone. There's this tiny little red mark now and it's honestly been a godsend because that burn was bad.
Absolutely. So thank you. And that moved on quickly, but I thought I'd leave it there. So now we're going to be looking at lemon essential oil. Now, this lemon oil has been traditionally used in aromatherapy to increase mental stamina, to enhance mental alertness, to reduce nausea, to reduce the occurrence of nausea, to stimulate blood flow to the skin, as an antispasmodic, to relieve flatulence, and to support healthy emotional balance. Now, the beautiful use of lemon oil is great for helping to release sadness and grief. So you could pop it in your diffuser. In actual fact, all of these oils will work well in your diffuser. And what I love about this wellness collection is they're all single oils. So if you've got this collection, you can have lots of fun exploring and experimenting, making up your own blends and your own combinations to go in your diffuser. So, Tiffy, have you got any lemon stories, or what do you like lemon for?
I like to use lemon on my feet. I do quite a bit of walking, so I find that it helps you feel a bit more lively. The feet are so important. Did you know that they in an average day for an average person, the feet bear the weight of a fully loaded cement truck? So it's very important to be taking care of those little footsies.
Wow,
I know.
absolutely.
Insane.
Yeah. And we're on our feet often we're on our feet all day. We need our feet to be working for us. So why wouldn't we be looking after ourselves and nurturing ourselves in those ways? what was I going to say? Oh, we went to Hawaii a few years ago, and someone was promoting the use of lemon oil on your feet and how good it is, because some of the ladies would get, you get, if well, it was hot, so you would get swollen feet. For the lovely shopaholics that love to go out and shop till they drop. Well, if you want to shop till you drop, but you want to have a good day shopping, you can pop some lemon oil on your feet and you will find you'll be able to shop longer before you drop. And my friend, it was great. She put lemon oil on one foot and not on the other. She said, rightio, I'm going to do an experiment here. Within half an hour, the one that didn't have the lemon oil had already started swelling up, and the one with the lemon oil on didn't swell at all. So that was
That's
a fantastic,
incredible. I like
yes.
to incorporate it in actually my floor cleaners as well, because then I feel like I'm really putting that intention into my home and my family as well. Like that, feet get sore sometimes in the morning and whatnot. It's just that loving protection that I feel I'm providing as well.
Absolutely, absolutely, most definitely. So yes, I like adding it to the floor when I'm up the floor, things like that, just to give it. I love using our thieves cleaner, but also it gives it another uplifting aroma
Hmm.
as well. So yes, sadness and grief, and here we go,
Hello,
lemongrass.
Zena. How are you?
Zeke. Thanks for joining. We're making our way through this with a little bit of fun and some new technology. So bear with us. So lemongrass. Well, who loves lemongrass? That uplifting smell. It's a beautiful aroma. It's fantastic in the diffuser because it has quite a strong aroma. So this has been traditionally used in aromatherapy to reduce. Oops, I'm sorry. I have to go back. I forgot that I left the. Oops. Where am I? Lemongrass. Um, I had let the video go. So it's been traditionally used in aromatherapy to reduce the symptoms and duration of headaches. Well, I haven't tried that because I don't get many headaches, but I can
Right.
assure you, if I got some headaches, I would certainly be using it. You could once again put it in with a little bit of carrier oil. We always recommend that when you start your oil journey, to start slow and to little steps, so that you're giving your body a chance to get used to the oils, and you make sure that the oils aren't too overpowering for your body. And so they've discovered, if you've got some toxicity in your system, sometimes you can come out with a little bit of a rash. So you make sure you put some carrier oil in with them to begin with, and see how you go with that. So it can be used as an or it has been used as an analgesic to relieve pain. So yes, if you were doing a workout and you kind of went, oh, I kind of pushed myself a bit too hard today, you could grab your lemongrass oil and apply that to the area where you need some support. It's been used as an analgesic to relieve mild rheumatic aches. So another good reason to use it. Hi, Kerry.
Mhm.
To relieve symptoms and severity of the common cold or the flu, to decrease symptoms of a head cold. So I would, put a drop of lemongrass in a hot cup or something and breathe it, or put it in your diffuser, put it on your feet. It's also been used to reduce body temperature, so that you could give it a go for that, and to reduce flatulence, to relieve symptoms of indigestion, and to promote and maintain healthy digestion. And the emotional value is renewal and cleansing. So it's like a really refreshing oil, and it will help that feeling of, coming out clean and ready to step into the new. Have you got anything to add, Tiffy?
Lemongrass is a beautiful smell, and it's one of my favorites. My daughter made a blend that smells just like Fruit Loops. That includes the lemongrass, the Clary Sage, and the lavender. Honestly, it is stunning. It's another one I like to use on the stomach of my foot. I just find that very supportive for my digestion, and it just feels really nice and smells, because it's so strong on your feet. It's enough to sort of just give you little whiffs of it all day. I just love it.
It's a very strong oil, and you
It
don't
is.
need. And also in our other collection with the different, I don't know whether I've got one on me, but with our other label, we can talk to you about using it with the other label in your food. So you just need one drop in your food if you want to get that nice sort of Thai taste, or if you are interested in having a really nice flavour to your food as well. Frankincense. Now, I've got that in my diffuser today. So it's been traditionally used in aromatherapy to enhance nerve function, to relieve bronchial mucus congestion. So another good one for the lungs, the lung area, remember the front and the back, and to decrease mild upper respiratory tract congestion. Oh, too many words.
Hi, Ruby. Out in cyberspace.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Ruby, out in cyberspace. That's lovely to see you. So, emotionally, it's stabilizing and grounding. So it's uplifting. It's a great oil. If you find that you have a lot of negative self-talk, you can grab your frankincense and you will find that new ways of expressing yourself will drop into your thought processes. Now, what would you like to talk about, Tiffany?
Honestly, it's kind of funny to see this little card here and just the the small little list there, because this oil is so useful. I grab frankincense for so many reasons. If I don't have time to search something up and I need to use an oil, I'll grab the frankincense. Yeah, it's I think it was the first oil I opened when I first received my kit from Young Living. I was having a lot of respiratory problems with my asthma, and I honestly it helped so much. But
Oh,
yeah, there's no what can't you use frankincense for?
yeah,
Is the
yes.
question.
It's also another Swiss Army knife of oils in a way, because I always say, if in doubt, get your frankincense out, because
That's right.
such a beautiful oil. And
So it's
remember,
funny to see this.
it's it remember it's been new. Yeah, I know this. I don't know why they didn't. I think it's because they had to work out what they could say compliantly about how it's been used. These oils have all been listed with the TGA so that we can use the wording we are using, and we are making sure that we are being very compliant with how we share about our oils today, because we know we use them for so many reasons, and we're really just giving you a little bit of a snapshot about how we can use them and what we can use them for. So I actually add it to my moisturizer. I have a beautiful moisturizer with Young Living, and I love adding a drop to that, and I love getting it all around the eye area. It's a great one for skin, and it's just a really good oil to have in your collection. So, and there's the little grains of the frankincense, so you can see what it looks like. Now we have ginger. Now, ginger has been traditionally used in aromatherapy to relieve nausea, to reduce symptoms and occurrence of motion sickness, to relieve the symptoms, severity, and decrease the duration of the common cold, and to reduce symptoms of a head cold. It has been used to promote and maintain a healthy appetite, uh, to decrease flatulence, to relieve symptoms of indigestion, and to promote perspiration. Now, when I was looking at this, I thought, why would you want to promote perspiration? It's quite interesting, because I'm actually somebody who I don't often, not always, actually, that I must admit, since using Young Living, that has improved for me. I wasn't a person who perspired a great deal. Now, if you're not perspiring very much, that means the purpose of perspiration is to release toxins in your body. Your armpits are a great place where we use you could sorry, I got a bit distracted there. Yeah, so anyway, look, it's a great oil for so many things, but I actually, in the other collection of ginger, which is the same oil in the body, I quite like using it in my herb teas with a little bit of honey, when you use the other labeled oil, because we've got to speak compliantly here. So, and we often reach for some ginger. I actually like a slab of fresh ginger in my herb teas and things like that. And we generally know, it's been commonly known that ginger is very good and calming for the tummy in general. Another one for helping emotionally, helping with your self-confidence and your motivation. It's like a warming and gets things going. Ruby said, I grew up with frankincense and myrrh in the religious space. I used to have Young Living account too. Well, you are onto it, Ruby, if you are using Young Living, or if you want to know how to use Young Living, we'll talk to you about that at the end of this. I can't have ginger and a few other things due to your genetic issue. Okay, that's interesting. You might have some things to teach me around all that. And you did talk about frankincense. So it is a highly good spiritual oil for meditation and prayer as well. Have you got any ginger stories there, Tiffy?
It's funny because I would say that was probably my most neglected oil out of the wellness kit when I received it. And a while ago, when you were doing your morning readings and I popped in, you pulled ginger for me. And I was like, oh, I should actually probably be using some ginger because I don't
Yes.
think I do that very often. So, yeah, I have actually started because I was working on my gut health at the time as well. So that was very aligned with what was going on. Um, I've once again started neglecting it, not going to lie, but I did use it on my belly for a while there and in the diffuser. And it's a memory for me. Growing up on the Sunshine Coast, there's the ginger factory there,
Mm.
where they make like the gingerbread cookies and all that sort of stuff, and you get to go see. And it just sparked this real like inner child sort of feeling for me, I guess. So that's something you can't put a price on.
Okay, fantastic. And those memories are very important, aren't they? Because
Hmm.
particularly if they're warm, positive memories, and we know that if they're not warm, positive memories, we know that we like to use oils to release those old memories that are a little bit unwanted so that we can step into a new space. And they're very powerful for this type of thing, especially when it comes to an oil like orange oil, which is an uplifting, it's the emotionally peaceful, happy, harmony, joyful oil, the oil you use when you want to kind of come out of your shell, move beyond those limiting thoughts and feelings. Orange oil is your friend. So it's been traditionally used in aromatherapy to induce sleep, and I reckon that's because the happier you are, you're not hopping into bed with all those, stressful thoughts running through your head. If you're using your orange throughout the day, is going to uplift your spirit. So it's been used to promote refreshing sleep and healthy sleep patterns, and to help you get to fall asleep a little bit quicker. It's been used to relieve constipation, flatulence, loss of appetite, and a healthy appetite, because some people, uh, you know, don't want to eat. They've lost that appetite. So you could be using your orange oil for those things. And to reduce the symptoms and occurrence of mild anxiety. There's that anxiety there. And, we all have anxiety, and we all have feelings of overload and overwhelm, which I don't think anyone could say they haven't experienced that in the last 2 to 3 years. We have all been going through some crazy times globally, and we need all the support we can get. And we're still not out of the woods with all the anxiousness of where to next and what's happening in our lives. So it's a great one for mind relaxation, body relaxation, and once again, it's been used as a nervous stimulant relaxant. So there's some great oils in here. If you've got that nervousness going on, you can grab your orange oil. So with orange oil, you can put it on your feet. You can put it in great oil in for the diffuser, a nice one just for smelling, popping on yourself. So Tiffy, let's know, what's your take on orange?
I love orange. I go through orange so quickly when I get it. It's actually kind of ridiculous. I just love the uplifting, vibrant. I don't know, oranges just make me think of sunshine and, juicy and,
Mm.
all that beautiful things. So it's also something I enjoy cleaning with, not only because orange is incredibly powerful when it comes to cutting through grief and stuff like that, but it does promote that like beautiful, fresh, calm, like crisp environment.
Absolutely.
I didn't know about the sleep part. Funnily enough, it makes so much sense. So I'm going to be trying that one.
Yes, exactly. It's interesting what these oils, what people, and different people will experience different things with each and every one of these as well. So this is our beautiful peppermint oil. It's another great oil. And if you've got men in the family or men in your in your household that don't like those girly smells or those the sweeter, the higher note smells, your peppermint oil could well be their friend. There are a lot of men who absolutely love peppermint oil. So traditionally, it's been used in aromatherapy for lots of things as an antipyretic to reduce body temperature. So, once again, if you're overheating, you could grab your peppermint oil. So, I like to make a spritz with peppermint. So, I get a little, I can't see what, I suppose you can see this. I can't see whether I'm in front of the camera, but I
You're
like
good.
to use. Good. Okay. So in a little bottle with a spray, and I just add water and I put my drops in. And I love adding peppermint and frankincense. On a hot day, it's brilliant. And you can just spray it on your face or have fun with the kids traveling in the car. Having one of those, if I had young children and I was doing a road trip, or even if you're in like where Tiff lives in 40 degrees and you're off to the supermarket, you could take your little spray bottles and even give a little one to the kids and they could self-regulate and have a bit of fun with that. So
Carrie
it's been
Addison says she loves peppermint.
Oh, fantastic. So it's been traditionally used to decrease symptoms of headaches, decrease symptoms of mild migraines. So once again, if your head's feeling a bit in overload, you could grab your peppermint. You would put it on your temples. I would recommend some carrier oil and make sure you keep it away from your eyes or your mouth or your ears or other parts of our body that could be sensitive. So if you do get peppermint in your eye, it won't hurt your eye. Sorry, it won't damage your eyes, but it won't feel very comfortable. I can tell you that because I've experienced that myself. So you always have some carrier oil handy to pop on it, and that will disperse the oil and the pain will go away instantly. Actually, even one of my granddaughters got some in her eye and we just grabbed the coconut oil, put it around, and within seconds she went, oh, wow, it's gone. So it's been used as an mild rheumatic aches and pains. So that again, a lot of people come to us for these reasons, and as an antispasmodic, reduce wind, colic, flatulence, and loss of appetite to maintain a healthy appetite. So there you've got your orange and your peppermint. If you've kind of gone off your food a bit, maybe after you've had the flu or something, sometimes it takes us a while to start feeling like we're ready to eat. And it's been used to help reduce the symptoms and occurrence of indigestion, to help increase bile flow, relieve nausea, and reduce menstrual pain. So once again, you'd put it on those areas. I remember I used to sometimes my ovaries would feel uncomfortable and sometimes my lower back. So you could try your peppermint. And as a cough suppressant and to relieve a cough. So I use peppermint if I've got things going on with a cough in those ways. So there's lots of ways you can use it. And over to you, Tiff. What would you use your peppermint or how would you use it?
I'm quite often encouraging my friends to use peppermint for headaches. I'm always like, no, don't grab the Panadol. Here, try a bit of this, and I'll, bit of carrier oil, the temples. Here, if we're not in the sun, a little bit on the back of the neck. I have a few friends that suffer from indigestion, and I'm just like, try this a bit on your throat, chest, and belly, and honestly, they swear it's gone within seconds. I like to use peppermint for the sore muscles. If my partner's like he has a bit of back pain occasionally, I will even add peppermint to some of our other blends that are made for those sorts of things, such as Deep Relief or Pen Away. I would do like a massage with that, and then add the peppermint to like really drive the essential oils in really deep, so you can get like so much more out of them. And quite frankly, I just love the smell of minties, and that's what it reminds me of. So
Exactly. And also, you know, when we go out for tea or something, well, I suppose I don't buy too many chocolates, but after dinner mints. And why do they serve us after dinner mints, which have peppermint in it? Because it is going to support, the idea behind that is to support your digestive digestion after you've eaten a lovely meal out and about. Now we're moving forward to tea tree now. So this one has many uses, so I'm going to read through them. Traditionally used in aromatherapy to reduce the symptoms of acne blackheads. So you could get a little bit of carrier oil and some tea tree and mix it up and put it or dab it on those spots that need a little bit of attention to help reduce occurrence or symptoms of acne, minor skin eruptions, wounds, cuts, abrasions, insect bites and stings, nail fungal infection, as an expectorant to clear respiratory tract mucus. So here's another one for those respiratory things, to relieving itchy skin associated with mild eczema. Now, there's so many people who experience eczema, so it'd be great to have some tea tree on hand to support that. It's been used to decrease symptoms of mild psoriasis, skin peeling, skin burning, itching, or athlete's foot, and it relieves symptoms of the athlete's foot. And emotionally, it's great for cleansing and renewing. So if you feel that you're ready to step into a new space with whatever's happening emotionally, you could grab your tea tree, smell it, put it in the diffuser, make a spritz. There's so many different things that you could use tea tree for. And I'll hand it over to you, Tiff. What do you like about tea tree?
tea tree, once again, it's sort of one of those oils I guess I half knew about before joining Young Living. So I just sort of used it for, cuts and abrasions and those sorts of first aidy things. I don't think I've put it in the diffuser, so I might try that later.
Yes, yeah. It's always we can always learn something new. And Holly says she uses tea tree heaps. Discovered Holly loves oils too, and she's got
It's
lots.
funny, isn't it? Because like I would consider that, like I would always have, tea tree in my first aid kit or whatever before I joined Young Living. And then like you'd think that'd be one of the ones you'd use the most because you already know it. It's already a staple in your household. And then you just get these incredible oils and it's like, oh, wait a minute, you forget about it. Oh, that's right. Like, isn't it funny?
Yeah, before I joined Young Living, I would have tea tree, wintergreen, and lavender. I think
There
that
you
was
go.
about it. So it's
Yeah,
not
I would
like
have like eucalyptus, tea tree, and clove. That would be me.
yeah, oh yes, or some clove. Yes, absolutely. So now here we have Lang Lang. This is the
Beautiful.
final oil in our collection, in our wellness collection. So Lang Lang, and it's great the name of Lang Lang because it's good for balancing. Not one Lang but two Lang Langs. So that's a good reminder of it being a really good oil for balancing. Now, traditionally, it's been used in aromatherapy to reduce symptoms and occurrence of mild anxiety. Now, we have so many people, as I said, that need something for supporting mild anxiety. So you could even do a mixture of lang lang and some orange and peppermint, whatever oils that you've got in this collection. You can have a bit of fun and put a few of them together, make up your own little rollerball. You can get these great little roller balls, and well, this has got a roller ball here, and you can put what you want in your collection, and then you can add your carrier oil. And I always use our V6. This is not V6. Here's my V6. So we have V6 with Young Living, and this is fantastic because it's already all ready to go, and it's great because I can just put this in the top of the little bottles, and the pump action makes it really easy. You don't need any funnels or anything. Really easy to top up your bottles with some V6. And it's always a good idea to have some V6 on hand or a carrier oil on hand when you are using your oils. I love that. Nurturing for the inner child, Ruby, and a great substitute for rose oil at times. That's a nice one, nice idea. So yeah, because it's for as it says, well, you probably can't read that very well, but down the bottom I put my emotional points for self-love and balancing. So it's been traditionally used as an aphrodisiac to promote a healthy libido. So great one for the girls, to reduce symptoms and occurrence of occasional episodes of gout, to reduce body temperature, relieving mild rheumatic aches and pains. There's another one for the rheumatic issues, as a laxative, to improve digestive weakness, promote stomach health, relieve symptoms of stomach upsets, to decrease the symptoms and duration of headaches and mild tension headaches, and another one for relieving itchy skin. Now, those beautiful flowers that you can see on the screen. There's my cursor. Oh, no, you can't see my cursor.
No, it's going.
Those beautiful yellow flowers are collected to make the lang lang. Now, it's such a precious oil because the lang lang flowers are very delicate, and Gary said that, he didn't want bruised flowers in our lang lang. So we only have the fresh lang lang flowers that aren't bruised, and they've all meticulously picked and put into the big hopper, and it is the most delicious smelling oil that you can experience. I absolutely love it. It's a great oil to put in blends as well. Tiffy, what do you like about lang lang?
I love Lang Lang. I just love the smell of it, for one. Like, it is absolutely it's a captivating smell. I think of it as like the yin and yang, the balancing, the centering. Emotionally, I've been using it to balance my masculine, feminine traumas that I'm working through at the moment. So that's an interesting one. My partner really likes ylang ylang, so I'll make a lavender ylang ylang massage oil. Quite popular.
Fantastic. That's a good one. So we won't go into too much detail there,
No,
will we?
yep.
So yes, it is a good to promote that love and those feelings of happiness and uplifting. And I love the idea that your partner likes it, because that gives you something really nice that you can both use together. And anything to create that beautiful bonding between a couple is something that I think is really amazing. So what have we got next? Let's just see. And Kerry, you've asked for the price. We will come to that at the end, which is what we are about. And I didn't grab have you got a price list handy, Tiffy, by any chance? If not, I can get it up pretty quick.
I have the wrong one.
I think it's about 267.
That seems, like it's ringing bells. Honestly, great value for the amount of oils you're getting. Not to mention the case itself is gorgeous.
Absolutely.
And it's made of a vegan leather. Which is made of, actually, I was looking into it. It's made of the plant, the leftover plant matter from when they extract the essential oils.
Gosh, I didn't even realize that. You can always learn.
How great is that?
Yes, fantastic. So, all right. So, pure oils naturally complement your healthy lifestyle, and we've given some amazing examples here for how they can support your healthy lifestyle. Kids love them. And if you want to promote, a lot of us are more aware of promoting the importance of, organic food, or buying organic sheets and clothing and things. There's, people these days, through our awareness, are becoming, more interested in looking after ourselves in those ways. Now, the good news is, I was $2 off. It is actually $269. So that is 12 oils in there. So if you I've got to do some quick maths here. If they were 12 oils and they were $20 a bottle, that would be $220, which is quite a bargain price for pure oils. Now, with Young Living, we know that we only have 100% pure. They're organic. They are distilled in a manner that keeps their therapeutic value intact. Now, if you decide today you've watched this, or you've watched the replay and someone's invited you to this class, and if you're in my oil team, because there might be other people going, oh, okay, you've promised me a free Envision. Well, if you've been invited by someone out of your team, go and tell them that you'd like a free Envision if you grab yourself this beautiful collection. So if you are ready to get started with your wellness journey, contact whoever invited you to this class and come and talk to me or to Tiffy or whoever. And we have decided to give you a free Envision oil with every order that you place for one of these amazing kits. Now, that's $269, so it's rounded up, $270 plus your postage. And you will find that you've got this great kit. And also,
it comes with a little book.
It comes with a little book.
On a ring?
On a ring, a book on a ring, and I can stop sharing. Can I stop sharing? Yay. So it comes with this little book on this little ring here, and I've basically got most of the information out of this little book and put it on the slideshow for us. So this is
also a little guide at the back that is just incredibly handy, like a quick guide.
Yep.
And there's also a little QR code in the front with a deep dive.
Ah, yes. Okay.
And I like to take them off the ring and shuffle them and use them as Kay would a card. And
yes. Yes. I think we're going to do some of them on our lives. So can you hold your little book up again? I haven't got a QR code on mine.
Oh, it's just inside the front.
Ah. So if I held that right up to the camera.
We're probably better off posting a picture of it, maybe.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. That's a good idea. Anyway, you might be able, no, it's a bit blurry. So thank you.
Visit the link there. What is it? bit.ly/wellness-sharing wellness-guide.
Yeah, we can. Anyway, if you're watching the live or the replay, send us a message. Let's get your journey with the wellness oil started so that you and your family can experience all these great ways we can use these oils. And do you know what? We've only covered about this much for what we use our oils for. So, yeah. Thanks, ladies and everyone out in cyberspace. Thanks, Ruby, for joining. Thanks, everyone, for being with us. And go forth and have a great day, and keep your vibes nice and high. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate your interaction. Bye.